In relation to fact series, the Alaskan Bush People is one of the fine, with its in no way earning drama, however. Blended with the drama are a chain of frightening incidents that dispatch the fact docudrama collection into the realms of tragedy. The display followed the Brown family, and today we're riding into the series of tragedies they've suffered, consisting of the heartbreaking tragedy of Noah Brown, a cherished member of the Brown family. At the same time as the cameras might also have stopped rolling, the drama has most effectively intensified. This is a story that cuts deeper than the Alaskan sitback, where own family bonds are tested, secrets are exposed, and heartbreak takes center level. Now, we start by Speak Me. Approximately Noah Brown becomes shaken by means of the lack of his father, Billy Brown, who died on February 7th, 2021. As a result of his seizure. This got here after Brown found out in 2020 that the own family's home got burnt inside the 2020 Washington wildfires. But, as unfortunate as those incidents are, they aren't Noah Brown's deepest tragedies. Noah is sort of a real existence technopath. He ought to construct a router out of a tree branch and some fishing line. Okay, this is an exaggeration, but you get the idea. Noah has continually been the creative, resourceful member of the Brown circle of relatives, turning the wild Alaskan frontier into his private playground for engineering experiments. Whether or not it become rigging a water pump or creating tools from scratch, he have become the circle of relatives' pass-to problem solver. The exciting issue is while Noah's genius made life off the grid for the Brown circle of relatives less difficult, his coronary heart changed into some other place he changed into, absolutely. Dedicated to Rhea and Alicia, the love of his life. Their 2018 wedding turned into what each Alaskan Bush People fan dreamed of. Noah's journey to love, however, wasn't the best highlight in his tale. But it is linked to his finest tragedy. Born on July 18th, 1992, Noah spent his youth surrounded by the using the uncooked beauty of Alaska. He embraced a life that was all approximately rugged, independence and the sturdy ties of own family. However, while he seemed to have the entirety someone may want, adventure, freedom, and a close-knit own family backstage. Matters were much more complicated. Living so far off the grid meant that survival wasn't constantly guaranteed, and it added with it struggles that maximum folks couldn't even believe had become a constant. Balancing act among finding enough to eat, constructing shelters, and keeping the own family together, the isolation wasn't just bodily. It became emotional too, as the Browns faced the demanding situations of coping with the circle of relatives that, like every, had its very own U.S. Downs, the Alaskan Bush People changed into a manner for the Brown-owned family to percentage their tale with the world known. Shone together with his herbal expertise for invention and problem solving, visitors immediately fell in love together with his ingenuity and his unshakable calm in the face of adversity. He had become the fellow you could anticipate to get things carried out. And do it with style, Noah. Just like the relaxation of his own family, believed family is everything. This concept is one of the things that gave the show its heart, as enthusiasts got to watch the family paintings collectively combat together and love every other. Nevertheless, there are a few info that many lovers ignored. Did you realize Alaskan Bush People wasn't filmed? Totally in Alaska, some scenes had been shot in different places, like Hoonah and Chichagoft Island. Looks as if not everything we see is actual, but that tragedies the circle of relatives suffered are not the type that may be faked. However, earlier than we get to that, Browns talk approximately the Brown-owned family and what makes them tick. Already, we've referred to how the Brown family preached togetherness. They have Gotwood constructed their complete lives around this experience of we're all on this collectively, no matter what. It's this bond that helped them triumph over challenges like unpredictable climate financial problems and circle of relatives disputes every so. Often these own family disputes are subtle, like a moment wherein one sibling takes a jab at some other in passing. Other instances, it's greater apparent with tempers flaring or disagreements about the future of the own family commercial enterprise. These activities are dramatic. As they are anticipated, households squabble all of the time. What do you suspect the business aspect of factors is in which a variety of these tensions bubble up? Jogging a display and preserving the house afloat isn't always clean, the contributors of the Brown circle of relatives have. One-of-a-care critiques on how things ought to be accomplished, how money need to be controlled, and what position all people should have to play inside the business. It's a bit like a high-stakes circle of relatives board sport all. And Sundry has their own approach. However, not anyone is of the same opinion on the rules. It is those tensions, these drama and demanding situations that make the Brown family tale relatable for lots lovers, have come to be captivated about how they paintings, through their variations, keep tight to what matters and preserve moving ahead, and isn't always that a lesson for all. Some of US lifestyles isn't always perfect. Households are not best, but sticking together and assisting in each other could be what counts ultimately. What captivated you the maximum about the show turned into it the bond of the family or the drama from their disputes. Talking of drama, one of the most up-to-date ones of the show turned into in 2016. So what took place? Allows Get Into It contributors of the Brown-owned family, which includes Billy and Joshua Bam Bam Brown, have been charged with falsifying facts to acquire Alaska's Permanent Fund Dividend, the PFD. So, the PFD is a fee given to Alaska residents who've lived within the nation for as a minimum of a year and plan to stay indefinitely. So fraud consistent with reports that Browns claimed residency in Alaska at the same time as spending good-sized day trip of the nation stunning isn't this criminal problem, led to Billy and Bam Bam pleading guilty to misdemeanor fees of second-degree unsworn falsification. They served 30 days of residence arrest, and the own family paid hundreds in fines. Whilst the state of affairs didn't result in jail time, it turned into become a great blow to their popularity. For a circle of relatives portrayed as self-reliant and rule-abiding wilderness dwellers, this scandal painted an exceptional photograph. So it became out that humans didn't recognize considered one of their preferred TV families, nicely enough. What may want to have pushed them toward fraud, it receives even worse for the own family. And Noah, as crucial as Noah was to the circle of relatives Rain Brown turned into additionally a key member of the Alaskan bush people, Rain wasn't usually a part of the show. However, when she got here into the photograph, she brought with her a fresh wave of strength. Because the youngest member of the Brown-owned family, she quick had become a symbol of hope, innocence, family team spirit, and a catalyst for change and growth. However, greater than that, she showed the arena. How deeply owned family loyalty runs in their veins. However, all isn't as it seems with Rain, and has a few darkness she is coping with nonetheless. Whether or not it turned into supporting her siblings within the home, or taking on duties that appeared too large for her years, Rain was by no means one to turn away from tough work in her own manner. She'd become the glue preserving the Brown circle of relatives, collectively. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like Noah and his wife Rain, Alicia, are big enthusiasts of her what can we mean is the affection the Brown family displays fo why may want to Noah. Have issues together with his family? Is this connected to the darkness inside Rain? How is Noah related to all of this? Noah turned into an inventor and problem solver. However, there has been one trouble he had trouble solving. He tried to balance his role inside the Brown legacy along with his personal developing family and wasn't finding it easy. This problem got worse when he had 2 kids with his spouse, as that brought its personal set of pressures. In the end, Noah couldn't obtain balance and lean in the direction of his dating with Rain. This sparked a piece of a divide, no longer just in the family, but amongst lovers too. Some viewers were not pleased, approximately how Rain sued into the family, dynamic and rumors of tension between her and other members like Rain Brown failed to help matters. A few fanatics have speculated that tensions might stem from Rain no longer usually seeing eye to eye with Noah's siblings. Especially Rain Brown, who felt like Rain was looking to update, particularly as Rain changed her call from Ruth. It did not look like Rain became thrilled about being part of a larger owned family, and wanted to set limitations. However, consider seeking to set boundaries with a circle of relatives that's used to sticking together via thick and skinny, no questions requested. There was no manner Noah and Ryan set barriers without ruffling the feather of the bigger family, or do you observed, they could have. As Noah treated internal circle of relative squabbles, there is the whole off-grid lifestyle debate over time. Critics have puzzled just how real the Brown-owned family's wilderness adventures are, Noah, because the tech-savvy problem solver regularly discovered himself at the center of these discussions. Human beings doubted how off-gear the circle of relatives have been with how Noah could reputedly effortlessly build an operating gadget out of spare parts in the center of nowhere. However, hi there, are we able to blame the fellow for being innovative if whatever it shows his ingenuity as Noah became managing that social media introduced unwanted interest to him? Like most public figures, Noah's online presence hasn't been without its troubles. Whether or not it is sharing personal moments that fanatics determine too private or clapping returned at criticism, his posts have every now and then stirred controversies. Social media can be a double-edged sword, and Noah's discovered that the hard way, it is not in clean route. and controversy, IES, are sure to observe. Whilst you stay this kind of public existence, unfortunately his tragedy is even bigger than his social media mishaps. Info are nevertheless murky, however the anxiety between Rain and Noah and his spouse is worse than many a concept, is a reminder that reality TV handies suggest part of the tale. At the back of the cameras, actual life struggles play out. Or even the Browns aren't resistant to them. Noah and his spouse filed a restraining order in opposition to Rain in August 2024 for fanatics of Alaskan bush people. It became a jaw-dropper. How should a own family so united on screen attain a factor of such prison movement? Noah Brown and his wife alleged harassment and threats. They claimed Rain's behavior, blanketed stalking threats involving firearms and substance abuse. They even accused her of inflicting them giant emotional distress. The couple also expressed concerns for their children's safety. What goes on? Is it the equal ring that enthusiasts recognize that is allegedly doing all of this? Noah distinct incidents where Rain allegedly threatened his life and exhibited erratic behavior. He accused her of the usage of coke and meth and of providing capsules to their mom, Amy Brown, despite the fact that Now's allegations were critical to court. Denied the restraining order due to inadequate facts and procedural mistakes. Rain Brown, for her component, took to social media to protect herself, touching on intellectual fitness and emphasizing her authenticity in an Instagram reel. Rain expressed her frustration, in particular with Noah's spouse, Rain, for converting her name from Ruth. She additionally accused Noah of spreading falsehoods about her. Rain overtly discussed her intellectual health struggles, inclusive of suicidal mind, and referred to the usage of marijuana to manage her symptoms. She concluded her message by means of wishing Noah a Merry Christmas. In spite of their differences, this public reaction highlights the complex and regularly painful dynamics inside the Brown family as they navigate personal, demanding situations and own family relationships below the scrutiny of public attention. Reviews endorse that tension commenced brewing between Rain and Rain lengthy earlier than the restraining order Rain. Alicia has faced her fair percentage of scrutiny from each fanatics, and it seems the own family adjusting to life as a part of the Browns could not have been easy.